Coming up on this edition of Headlines, we'll take a look at the new state-of-the-art cafeteria here at PTHS, learn about the behind-the-scenes of the girls' cheerleading squad, and explore the girls' basketball team's run of success. Welcome to Headlines, a production where we showcase our favorite news packages created by the students of the Peters Township High School Departments of Media. I am Tess Phillips.
And I'm Annabella Gizzi.
2 years ago, Peters Township School District completed the construction of a new state-of-the-art high school. One addition was the cafeteria, which expanded to accommodate many more students. This is how the transition has been going.
When class started in the new Peters Township High School, one of the most improved aspects was the cafeteria. The many lunch choices and open atmosphere are one of many additions.
I consider that an upgrade. I mean, they were free for all of COVID year. Beginning of this year, they were a little expensive, but at the same time, better quality food, so the price was worth it.
Highlighted every day are the pizza bar, salad bar, packaged sandwiches, and grilled cheese stations. Changing daily is the hot food line. Frozen treats, many drinks, fruit choices, and snacks provide enough to make you have a different lunch every day of the week. The cafeteria workers are ready to serve you, so stop down to the cafeteria.
This is Brett Magulik reporting from the cafeteria.
The new cafeteria offers a breakfast bar, vending machines, and a variety of healthy lunch options, plus muffins if you like them as much as me. But aside from that, the cafeteria provides salads, fruits, and vegetables in order to stay healthy. Let's see some other ways to stay healthy.
There are many ways for teens to stay healthy in the new year. Being on your phone for hours on end isn't exactly the healthiest, but that's alright because you can easily go get some exercise. Whether it be walking on the treadmill or lifting weights, just getting moving is a good way to stay healthy.
It's important for teens to be healthy. The earlier you start with healthy eating, exercise habits, the longer that will carry throughout your life. So if you can get that foundation built at a younger age, you're more likely to carry that throughout your lifetime.
Eating well is another simple way to keep fit. Staying hydrated by drinking lots of water and eating healthy foods such as apples and carrots during lunch. And remember, it's always kind to offer someone healthy alternatives. As students, we know it is important to study ahead of time for tests, but your brain needs a break too. Be sure to keep your mental health in check as well by taking some time to yourself to unwind or do something you enjoy, whether that's reading a book, taking a walk outside, or spending time with your friends. I'm Elena Kulikowski, reporting live from Peters Township High School.
Another essential way to maintain healthiness would be to stay hydrated and exercise regularly, especially if you play sports. The Peters Township High School offers a wide variety of sports from ultimate frisbee and fencing to cheerleading and basketball. Let's see how one of these teams has been going so far.
Peters Township High School cheerleading is the outlet for all of our school spirit. This enthusiastic team hypes up parents and students at home and away games. They run from September through February during our football and basketball seasons. Their trial process begins in August with JV and varsity teams available. Girls are tested on their tumbling, jumps, stunting, and memorizing cheers.
So I've been very lucky to be a part of this community for 4 years now. I am so grateful to have such a positive and uplifting team, and my coaches are super supportive. I've definitely learned time management and how to work as a team.
Becoming captain of the cheerleading team is a sought-after position within the seniors of the team. Each one writes an essay on what cheer means to them and how they will improve the season for themselves and their teammates. Even though they're on the sidelines, this team has a vital role to play. Their athleticism and hard work should never go unnoticed. They represent our high school and give it positivity and confidence. This is Tess Loza reporting live for Peters Township High School Gymnasium.
The Cheer Boosters are also hosting a glow dance next month, February 25th. Grab your neon and your friends for a night of dancing and fun. Aside from Friday night lights, the cheerleaders can be seen performing at the basketball games.
However, the basketball team often steals the show as they dunk on each other's school's teams. Currently, the girls' team has a record of 9-7.
Here at Peters Township High School, our girls' basketball team practices and plays in the beautiful AHN Arena. The organization has a varsity and junior varsity team that are both doing extremely well right now. The girls' varsity team is currently 8-4 with a few hard losses. Steve Limburell is the head coach of the girls' team and is assisted by Don McCullough and Brendan Pordowski. Gemma Walker is one of the team's captains and contributes a fair amount of the points to the team. One of her higher scoring games was against Bethel Park with a total of 27 points for Peters Township.
This year we've been playing pretty well. We've had a few tough losses, but overall our season's been going great. We're 8-3, and this is the first time we've had a record like that since 2018 and 2019, where we were 30-0.
And this has been Annabella Gizzi reporting live outside from the AHN Arena at Peters Township High School.
You know, I've always wanted to play basketball. Maybe we should join the team together.
I don't know, it sounds like a little too much running for me. Speaking of running, students at the high school are able to sign up to run passes during their study halls. This is a great way to connect students with the school's office during the day.
Communication is essential here at Peters Township High School. Without student pass runners, information would not be able to reach the intended people. When office runners' positions are open, there will be information on how to apply on the announcements.
So there are announcements towards the beginning of the semester or quarter, and for the guidance office or the main office wanting runners. And if you want to be a runner, you can usually go down during, like when you're free or during a study hall, and ask to be a runner, and they put you in a Google Doc for what period you want to run, and then once they have all of that solidified, you can just start running from then on.
Pass runners take the pass from the designated office and take it down to the room specified on the slip. The students will receive the pass and know when and where they are needed.
This has been Amelia Metcalf reporting from the counselor's office.
Office runners are in charge of bringing passes to students related to the counseling office, nurses, and main offices.
If being an office runner isn't your speed, you may enjoy more of a brisk walk through the student parking lot at the end of the day.
A common way for students to get to school at PTHS is through the purchase of a parking pass. Parking passes are available to juniors and seniors and can be purchased for $100 on Family ID or in the athletic office before the start of the school year. Only drivers who have purchased a pass may park on school property in their assigned spot.
Students driving to school should remember that their cars can be part of a search if there is reasonable suspicion that a student is in possession of something they shouldn't have.
Students who drive to school without purchasing a parking pass will receive a disciplinary consequence and risk their vehicle being towed. In addition, the high school may revoke parking privileges for repeated tardiness to school.
This is Anna Radner reporting from outside the Peters Township High School.
Remember that parking at PTHS is a privilege, and students should get to school on time and be their best behavior to enjoy their pass.
We will return to headlines after a short break. In the meantime, grab a snack, put on your comfy socks, and we'll see you soon. Next on Headlines, we'll take a look at the talent and creativity inside the Fine Arts Wing, learn about how the school magazine, Smoke Signals, operates, and a look in on the production of the school musical, Anything Goes. To Headlines. I'm Tess Phillips.
And I'm Annabella Gizzi. Do you wish you could speak Spanish when you order at El Campesino? Me neither, but if you happen to, the high school offers a world language department composed of Spanish, French, and German.
Peters Township High School offers a variety of elective classes, one of the most popular being world language. Students have their choice of Spanish, French, or German classes to take.
So learning a second language is like having a secret weapon. You always have it in your back pocket. You can use it to connect with people, to break down barriers, to understand if people are talking about you. And I think it just makes you a more empathetic and well-rounded, more loving, tolerable person.
The school offers language classes up to AP or advanced placement level. If students choose to take AP level language, they are offered an out-of-country trip specialized for their chosen language course. Students are never required to take a language course, but they are always available, starting with the first level of that language. This is Sarah Hazer reporting live from the Peters Township High School World Language Department.
Classes for these languages are available all 4 years and are highly recommended by college admissions. While these classes are great for the left-brained, the right-brained excel in the fine arts.
PTHS offers a variety of classes and electives. These include fine arts electives like music, media, and art classes. These classes provide students with an opportunity to have creative freedom during the busy school day.
I think taking media and other fine arts classes are really important and really give you a creative outlook throughout your day. Not using paper and pencil, and really opens your view into the world and how you can communicate effectively.
Art has many different classes, including ceramics, painting, and studio arts. The media department also offers many classes, like photography, media broadcasting, TV Pro, and more. This has been Alexandra Cartsonas reporting from the PTHS Media Control Room.
Media classes in the Fine Arts Department include TV production and on-air, who helped create this show.
My personal favorite part of making this show is the script. If you're interested in writing like I am, the media department offers the opportunity in its journalism class. Let's take a look at how students can enhance their journalism skills here at the high school.
The journalism class at Peters Township High School is offered to any student that has completed Media 1 or Honors English as a prerequisite with a teacher recommendation. Class content includes writing articles and creating layouts for the school newspaper, creating content for the Peters Township High School Showcase Instagram page, and blogging.
Students should take journalism for several reasons. First and foremost, it looks excellent on a college resume. One of the questions that the ACT asks is if you have ever been published, and journalism gives you the opportunity not only to be published in a print publication, but also to be published on a social media platform.
This has been Xander Healy reporting live from outside the journalism classroom here at Peters Township High School.
The journalism classes release a magazine called Smoke Signals 4 times a year. In addition, they assist with the creation of the extended yearbook.
In fact, the entire yearbook is created by hardworking students throughout the year.
Yearbook is a class offered by Peters Township High School. Media students have the chance to take the class after they take a Media 1 class, but classes such as broadcasting and photography help out with the yearbook as well. Here's Mrs. Bonner, who teaches the class, to talk more about yearbook.
So with Yearbook, I have a bunch of different editors. So the editors-in-chief do all the proofing. I have teams that work on the meat of the yearbook. I call it, it's like the student life pages and sports. I have senior, which work on all the senior portraits and the senior ads. And then video kids work on the QR codes that you find in the yearbook for like extra footage. And then we also create the senior video yearbook for all the seniors to enjoy at the end of the school year.
This is Isabel Guna reporting live from the Peters Township High School Media Department.
In addition to taking and gathering photographs, as well as creating spreads, some students are also responsible for filming and editing videos for the video yearbook. If photography, videography, or writing isn't your strong suit, another creative elective opportunity at PTHS is Room 100.
Room 100 is a contemporary a cappella group available here at Peters Township High School. It is an audition process and it is the highest level choir class offered. They attend state and national competitions and perform against other schools. Mr. Perotti is the teacher of the class and coaches them through all of the songs that they perform.
I'd say my favorite thing about Room 100 is probably Mr. Perotti. He really brings everything together, and a lot of the things that we do, we really couldn't do without him, and he helps us with music and, you know, our dancing and everything. So it'd have to be Mr. Perotti.
Girl, put your records on, song.
This is Sammy Zimmerman standing outside of Room 100.
I have been performing with Room 100 for 2 years, and the concerts are a great way to enjoy a cappella music and choreography. If you can't make a concert, we will be performing at Peters Township's Meatballs and Music on February 4th, which is a fundraiser for the entire music department. If you can't make it to their energetic concert, you can always attend the spring musical, Anything Goes.
Thespian Troupe 185 is currently rehearsing for the spring musical, Anything Goes. Performances will take place March 16th through 19th, but work is well underway for the show. Anything Goes follows Reno Sweeney, Billy Crocker, Moonface Martin, and several other memorable characters on the SS American. The show is unique and exciting because it features lots of tap dancing, a new skill for some cast members.
I'm just really excited to be able to bring this show to an audience, and I'm really excited because it's a huge dance show, which we haven't done a lot of at PTHS, so that'll be definitely a new experience, and the set's going to be amazing. And as far as my character, Reno Sweeney, I just feel like she has such an amazing story to tell, and I'm really excited to share it with an audience.
Due to the success of past shows, such as Beauty and the Beast, Anything Goes is expected to be a great performance. The talented thespians will certainly deliver their own special take on this classic Golden Age show.
This is Grace Elford reporting live from the PTHS auditorium.
The musical follows the humorous and jazzy story of Reno Sweeney and the SS American ocean liner crew headed from London to New York. Tickets become available online on February 13th at 7 a.m. Be sure to support the incredible cast and crew.
Stay tuned to find out more about the new events and activities in our community. Next on Headlines, we take a look at the importance of technology in the Peters Township High School, learn how reading books can impact teenagers, and the routine work of our school's Winter Guard team. Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Tess Phillips.
And I'm Annabella Gizzi. We begin this section with a very personal topic to us, technology. As members of our school's media department, we interact with technology every single day. Here's how the school interacts with technology in order to learn.
As PTHS settles into the new high school, students become more and more familiar with the technology that they use on a daily basis. The BYOD network enables students to access their learning resources from everywhere in the school on their phones or their laptops, and Canvas allows them to submit their work to their various classes. A class that relies heavily on this new technology is AP Computer Science A, where students learn the Java programming language.
So CSA has us work inside PTHS, which is where all of our exercises are and our lessons. PTHS we work through on our desktop computers, as well as going through anything on the board. And we also can move those exercises into Cami through Canvas. And our Cami documents are normally review, or we will work with our free response questions, which come from the exam as well.
Reporting to you from the front of the new high school, this has been Eric Hart.
If you're interested in technology or engineering, you might want to consider joining a robotics team. Local FTC Team 8509, the Steel Serpents, is looking for new members for next year. If you have any experience in programming or mechanical design and would like more information about the team, please contact Michael Guerin. Wish the team luck as they advance to states in March. Although technology has its many benefits, it can also be detrimental for our young, undeveloped minds. If your mind is racing, perhaps this will give you insight into what's going on.
What is OCD? Is it being a perfectionist or a clean freak? Between 1 to 3% of teens and children in the U.S. have OCD. It may seem like a small statistic, but that's about 500,000 children and teens.
A lot of times people think OCD is things like a person hand washing all the time and is afraid of germs, a person turning light switches off and on. In reality, what OCD is basically a group of symptoms that anxious people get to control their world.
People with OCD usually have all or any other disorders such as ADHD, depression, or generalized anxiety disorder. This has been Jules May reporting to you live from the PTHS Counseling Office.
If you experience OCD or any of the similar mental health issues of the sort, don't hesitate to get help. One of the ways you might consider putting your mind at ease is to unwind and read a great book.
Although you wouldn't think that teens have a lot of free time with all of their schoolwork and other activities, many teens actually enjoy reading in their free time. In Peters Township, there are many books to choose from at the PTHS Learning Commons or at the Peters Township Public Library.
Our library has lots of books for anyone interested in young adult fiction, nonfiction. We have an extensive graphic novel section, which is really great. Our fiction section is genreified, so it's separated into the different genres based on what you might like to read. So we have mystery, horror, science fiction, fantasy, love stories, all that good stuff.
Lately, social media has helped spark teen interest in new books. Posts about new books on TikTok have allowed many new books and authors to go viral. Overall, many teens have been reading since they were little, and some teens have been returning to reading because of social media. This has been Emma Tilbin reporting from the PTHS Learning Commons.
There really is nothing better than an awesome read, especially with the amazing help of our librarians. Our staff here at PTHS works hard to ensure that students are getting all the help that they need. Here's a deeper look into more of what they do.
Peters Township High School provides a group of guidance counselors serving all grade levels who are focused on helping students with any academic, social, or emotional topics they may be concerned about.
So the counseling office is an
an office available for all students to be able to support their needs. We have 5 counselors that are utilized based on last name. Once a student is assigned a counselor, then they stay with that counselor all 4 years. And we are here to help with any emotional needs, communicating with teachers, and we can help with tutoring. If you have a question about a class, what a class is about, that's also another thing that we can assist with.
This has been Matthew Gray reporting live from the Peters Township High School Counseling Office.
As students, we really appreciate the consultation of these amazing people, but sometimes the best way to get support is from friends. We would recommend joining a club or sport to grow your social circle and support system. If this seems enticing, a great activity to look into is Color Guard.
Color Guard is a dance component of marching band, made up of silks, drill team, and rifles. They practice twice a week at 8. In marching band, they're focused on moving together confidently, whereas in Winter Guard, their focus is primarily staging a dance rather than complementing the band. You should expect to see performers. Color Guard will be performing on February 4th at Meatballs and Music.
So Winter Guard are the members from the Marching Band Color Guard, which are the flags, the drill team, and the rifle line, who perform during the winter time indoor. We perform to recorded music and instead of marching band music, and we perform on a basketball floor instead of a football field. The Winter Guard performs for this group at Meatballs and Music, and it's like our big event. There actually is a Winter Guard circuit in our area too, and it's a competitive field, and they go every Saturday starting the last Saturday in January through the 1st of April.
This is Matt Fight reporting live from the Ox Gym.
The Color Guard works hard to prepare for performance at the football games. I just love watching those silk flags twirl. But if you can't make it to the games, don't worry. You can watch from your couch with our Peters Township Community Television, Channel 7.
Located in Peters Township High School, Peters Township Community Television, or PTCT7, is very popular among students, parents, and other residents of the community. The control room houses the behind-the-scenes work to perfect and put together the final show. This room also contains monitors and lights that present inside the studio.
Peters Township Community Television is a public access TV station, which means that we air our channels on cable TV, so Comcast or Verizon here in Peters Township. And we also upload a lot of our programs online. It's a unique relationship between the township and the school district. We use students as our volunteer base, and we average about 500 productions a year, and that includes shows in our studio, sporting events, community events, council meetings, school board meetings, things like that. We've covered so many different topics, from politics to health and wellness to books in the children's library.
This has been Addie Bondi reporting to you live from Peters Township High School.
PTCT7 uses students like us as volunteers in order to create these broadcasts. Finally, let's take a look at one of the most significant broadcasting events in history. On August 28, 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech during the March on Washington. Here's some insight into why we celebrate this every year.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a national holiday that is celebrated on the third Monday in January. The holiday celebrates the life of civil rights activist Dr. Martin Luther King. He is most famous for his contribution to the civil rights movement of the 1960s and displaying his leadership to the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. The Honorable Declaration to commend King's life was signed in 1983 by former President Ronald Reagan.
There's work to be done. But if we continue to allow the economy to expand and continue to work for a more perfect society, the people of all colors will prosper. And isn't that what Dr. King's dream and the American dream are all about?
His impactful legacy encourages brotherhood, unity, peace, and equality. Schools nationwide prioritize taking school time off in order to learn about and celebrate the life of Dr. King. So, even after his death nearly 45 years ago, his legacy lives on. This has been Georgia Krasinski reporting live from the Peters Township High School.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day is celebrated on the third Monday of January each year to commemorate his birthday, January 15th. This concludes the January edition of Headlines. Thank you all for joining us as we explored these different topics. We hope you enjoyed seeing all the creative and talented sides of the PTHS media students. We hope to see you in our next edition.